Hello students, we are going to start a new course, that is C++ programming. C++ is an object-oriented programming language which is used to construct major projects. That First of all, we are going to study a basic syntax. That let's break a code to understand it better. That the given code is to print hello world. I will show you it in the Visual Studio Code. So the first line includes a header file library that lets work with input and output files, which is outstream search, and the function to take input from means to store the value is cn. That in the C programming language we use scanf function, while in C++ we are going to use a cin, and instead of printf function in C we are going to use cout in C++. So next line is using namespace std, means that we can use names for object and variables from the standard library. I will tell you later about this. Then a blank line means blank line is nothing but a space that it looks like better if we do if we create a blank space after a function declaration, so that the function or the code gets more readable. Then another thing that always appear in C++ program is int main. This is called a function. Any code inside its curly brackets will be executed. Means without a main function we cannot run the C++ program. Then cout, it's a pronoun cout is an object used together with the insertion operator to output print text. As I already told you that cout has same function as printf in C. In our example it will output hello world. Then the notes for syntax is every C++ statement ends with a semicolon, means every line ends with a semicolon. Then the body of int main could also be written as, means it can be written as in single line. Then the compiler ignores white spaces, however multiple line makes the code more readable. Then return 0 ends with the function. I am going to tell you, please note down that the void functions do not return anything. Means if you add a return statement in void type of functions, it will create an error. Understand? Then let's move ahead. Do not forget to add the closing curly brackets to actually end the main function. Now let's write the code in. So create a file with extension cpp hello world .cpp. So first of all include iostream, then using namespace std, then int main function, then cout hello world. After endl is nothing but the end of line. As we can also use a /n, I will tell you. Then save it and run the program. Got it? Hello world is printed and the next empty line is printed, means endl. If we remove the endl, it will not create the second line. Got it? Then we can use a /n instead of endl. end of line. Got it? Then this is the type comment we will see later. Then cout, if we want to print a value, means we have initialized a int variable with the value 56. We have to type it as like this, the syntax, so that the 56 will printed. If we add a quoted here, it will print only the where character, where letter, so that note the simple points. Then the next point is output, print text. The cout object together with the operator, increment operator, is used to output values, print text. You can add as many cout objects as you want. However, note that if it does not insert a new line at the end of the output, it will create one after the other. I will tell you. So the first is remove handle, and the second statement is hi, this is Bharat. So after executing the statement, it will not create a space or something else. So for that, creating a specified mode readable code, I have to write a endl statement, so that the code gets more readable. No, got it? But if you want to create it on the same line by using a space in between them, add a little space using a quotation. That's it. Got it? Next, that is new lines. To insert a new line, you can use the /n operator also. I have already told you that. In the next is another way to insert a new line is handle manipulator. That's it. Here are some extra functions. That /t creates a horizontal tab. You know that the tab is nothing but, I will tell you, /t, compile and run. Got it? So let's move ahead. Comments are of two types: single line comments and multiple line comments. Single line comments start with two forward slashes. Any text between and the end of the line is ignored by the compiler, will not be executed. This example uses a single line command before a line of code, as if firstly the output is simply like this. If we comment out the line, then the output is nothing but simply the second line. Got it? And the multiple line commands start with /* and ends with */. Any stakes between the two symbols will be ignored by the compiler. I will tell. So slash star in, and the next line, so it will not print anything. Got it? Then move ahead. Next is variables. Variables are containers for storing data values. In C++, there are different types of variables defined with different keywords. For example, int, double character, string, bool. Int stores integers without decimal, such as 1 to 3 or -1 to 3. Double stores floating point numbers with decimals, and character stores single characters such as A or B. Means alphabets in character values are surrounded by single quotes. String text such as hello world. String values are surrounded by double quotes. Then bool stores values with two states, that true or false. Boolean functions, you know that. Declaring variable. To create a variable, specify the type and assign it to a variable. Already we have created a one variable of type int with initialization value 56. Then create a bool variable of name, say name, initialize with true. So if we print the value of name, means cout name, it will simply print true as the value of name. Means true means 1, and if we initialize name with false, it will print 0. Got it? Let's move ahead. Then display variable, I have already told that. Next is declare multiple variables in a single line. We can declare same type of variables with the comma. Then var2 is equal to 45, comma var3 is equals to 34, like this. Then we can also initialize a one value with multiple variables, that x equal to y equal to x equal to y equal to z equal to 50. First of all, we have to create the variables. Then x equal to y equal to z equal to this. Got it? Then identifiers. All C++ variables must be identified with unique names. These unique names are called identifiers. Identifiers can be short names like x and y, or more descriptive names, age, sum, total value. Means if we are going to add two numbers, then we cannot use a subtraction word. Subtraction is equal to x plus y. It's not the way to write a program. So it is recommended to use descriptive names in order to create understandable and maintainable code. So next is the general rules for naming variables. Names can contain letters, digits, and underscore. Name must begin with a letter or an underscore. Names are case sensitive, means My where and are different variables. Names cannot contain white spaces or special characters like hashtag, modulo, etc. Reserved words like C++ keywords such as int cannot be used as names. Then C++ constant. Constant. When you do not want others to override existing variables values, use the const keyword. Means const, if we initialize say int x const, then again if we want to override it x equal to 45, we cannot do that. It will give an error that cannot assign to variable x with const qualified type. And if we remove the const, we can override it. That's all for the today. Next tomorrow we will study the user input, data types and the operations.